Rethinking arms control is very different this year, of course. Last year we were able to welcome all our colleagues here at the German Foreign Office in the Weltsaal. But this year, of course, it's a purely virtual event. We have about twice the number of guests this year that we had last year. And we've also managed to reach out to many experts and colleagues in places like South America, in Asia, who I don't think would have traveled to Berlin for this event. But now at least they will be part of the virtual conversation. And that's great because we will just have another dimension for our dialogue.
It's a pleasure to welcome you to the beginning of our two-day event based here from the Foreign Ministry in Berlin.
Today we are not just seeing a wide participation from Europe, Asia and North and South America. We equally see a wide range of actors who are ready to engage in our discussions: diplomats, military officials, scientists, industrial entrepreneurs. Having this kind of inclusive conversation between experts of the most diverse but relevant backgrounds has been part of the concept of this initiative from the start, and we are very much looking forward to taking this conversation to a new level today.
We're going to be having what I hope will be a really interesting set of discussions this afternoon. The idea of rethinking arms control for this era of emerging technologies. Some of them have already emerged and are already looking quite scary to the people out there. So I think it's a really important discussion to be having.
How to build the right platforms to involve multiple stakeholders in the international dialogue about standards and norms for the military use of new technologies. How to approach security and confidence building measures as future conflicts may enter new domains. How to overcome the challenges presented by the military use of AI to arms control. And finally, how to make the best use of new technologies to bolster verification of future arms control arrangements.
Organizing events under COVID is a real challenge.
These online events also for us are completely new, but you have to remember they are still live. So we always have to adjust. If something happens, we need to be creative. We need to find fast solutions and easy solutions.
It certainly brings disadvantages. I mean, it means you're not really meeting the people in the flesh. You know, you can have a kind of a more natural connection. That's of course the case. But sometimes it can almost be more concentrated, I think, to take part in a digital conference where you're really focused on the speaker. You're not so distracted by people around you.
We would like to explore with the next question and perhaps ask Victoria and Isaac to comment on how this notion of trust can be transferred to different domains.
Those are the questions that I leave you with this afternoon. I think this is just the perfect group to be thinking about these things.
By the way, I think that this kind of conference that we are participating in right now is a great opportunity to not just exchange views, but also to broaden the network of everybody we can bring into this discussion.
So there is a lot of disagreement between China, US, Russia, US on the impact of missile defense, on nuclear deterrence, the impact of precision strike weapons. Those are most seriously driving the current strategic competition among the major powers. But also looking into the future, the impact of cyber technology, AI, autonomous weapons, and remote sensing technologies, they can also seriously affect threat perception.
We should preserve everything which is sensible from the past, and arms control parameters and agreements and provisions which were useful in the past and will stay useful in the future.
These closely knit expert dialogues have enabled us to broaden our understanding of emerging technologies and the questions they pose to existing arms control.
Joining us in this panel are the foreign ministers of 4 countries that are already actively engaged in rethinking arms control.
We are here today to look at both sides of the coin, to find ways to manage potential risks, while at the same time harnessing the full potential of technology for current and future arms control.
We are advocating a stronger role on the European Union in arms control. With their military capacities and industrial potential and all the experience, the EU and its member states can shape norms and standards for the military use of new technologies.
Our aim is to take the legal debate on these complex issues to the next level, to share views and to create a common understanding.
As we have done from the outset of this initiative, we will reach out to our partners to academia, industry and civil society to work on analysis and policy recommendations for our next conference.